gets stripped. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's good. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. And Sanders now to return. Fast footwork by Sanders. And it's a touchdown. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from him.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from him. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. What a great weapon. So often such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down now, Peyton, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away. Every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. On first down, Dickerson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando on this first half of action. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6. Here's Graham to throw it. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 15, 1, 52.
They'll throw on first down with Graham. Buying time to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now Graham escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now it's Graham. Steps away, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Otto Graham on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown! It's an 89-yard kick return. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Graham going to set up to throw, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now Graham to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been Blowout City thus far. But
both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 5 now. Vick, and a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And touchdown! Rob Gronkowski, 58 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he's loose again. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10.
Again, help it, partner. I've got to get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Graham will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of there.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
They run the counter. Dickerson. And now running right through it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here is the home side to take over on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Moss as he'll get it on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Vick. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13. Vick got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Michael Vick. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you?
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive and a lot? Now Vick's stripped. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
The Patriot offense set to go as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson, space to maneuver at the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's an...